So I was asked to come up with a memory that I really enjoyed from this building, and there's so many, like thousands I could tell. But the one that came to mind instantly was like this one night where a bunch of people stayed late with David, the intern at the time, and we played games like catchphrase. And David was not very good at catchphrase, and he got really frustrated and he threw it and it shattered on the floor. And I laughed so hard because it was like little pieces everywhere. And we just had such a good time playing catchphrase. I played with like Xander and Wesley, who like I didn't really know that well at the time, but they were excellent at it. So just, I don't know, it was stuff like that where you weren't expecting to bond with people, but then you did. So that's what this building does.
And I came to the Georgia State BCM in 2015, and my old BCM pastor at Gordon State College, Jason Teal, told me about Miss Teresa, and I got to meet her. She's like, yeah, come on Tuesdays, we have a night at 7 o'clock and we have a meal before. And I came, and I have had the most awesome time.
The best snaps of my life, I've been on this couch.
It would be when we filmed the BCMEs last year in this building, and Joe ran around on all fours, and I had to chase him and like video him, and then he hid like under a table, and it was not planned, and you can hear me panting in the video, and you can see the camera going, and that was a good memory.
A happy memory that I have is actually, I believe it was last year, around a year ago from today. We met Michael a couple months before that, and he just started coming to the BCM, and we had a karaoke night, and I had never really seen Michael express himself, but after we started singing and getting him up on stage, he didn't want to stop singing, and I even tried to take a break once, and he dragged me back up on stage to continue singing songs, and that was probably one of my favorite memories in the worship room is spending that time with Michael and like seeing him come out of his shell.
My most favorite memory here at the BCM is after the game Georgia State versus Georgia Southern. We came here at night and I played ping pong with JP all the way until 1 a.m. and I defeated him for my first time.
Good memories in this building. Tonight, me winning the film competition.
Allegedly.
And I found a piece of wood. It's probably not important. I don't know. I just found it. It was like attached to the building or something. I sawed it off. I put that there. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, another fun memory is in the basement when we did the haunted house. That was a lot of fun. Thank you, new student leadership. That was
Memory that I had in this room, in this building, was getting to know everybody, trash talking everybody, calling everybody fake even though they're not, and honestly just laughing. Live, laugh, love.
I remember I had just so many good memories at BCM. I can talk a whole day about that, but the best memory I had is like, I remember last spring after Coffee House and after Ignite, we just here dancing, and like, I remember dancing with Shane was still here and Grace was still here, and we just had such a great time, and we got like Waffle House, I remember, afterwards, and oh wow, I just miss that so much.
This year I was a hospitality leader, and I spent a lot of time in the kitchen, and a really good memory I have is one time when I was in here with Bentley, and we actually burnt the bottom of our pasta that we were making, but we did an emergency surgery and saved the pasta, and were able to serve it.
Favorite memories probably when we ended up chasing each other around the BCM and then dueling during the Nerf Wars.
You slipped on a bag trying to run away from you.
And so he ended up shooting me in the face, and we called draw, and then ended up having to turn our backs and do a full-on duel. I did miss, and I just gave up, and he just came close and shot me.
I think one of my best memories from last year in the BCM would be like the movie night when it was like David's last day at the BCM, and so we stayed here until 3 in the morning. That was the latest that I had stayed up, and I was still living with my parents in McDonough, so Juliana had to bring me home. I was not home until like 4 in the morning. And we were all just talking, goofing off. There were so many like individual memories I remember from last year that I didn't even realize were all within that one night. Cornell's mom showed up in the middle of the night because he hadn't been answering her texts as to where he was and whether he was sick or coming home. So that was crazy.
So one of my favorite memories at the BCM happened right here in the girls' bathroom. And it started at the desk, and Cornell was trying to hug me, but I didn't want him to, so I got up and ran, and then he chased me. And I sought refuge in the bathroom, because he couldn't follow me here. But I had a test due, so I had to sit in the bathroom and take a test. And Abby Dollar walked in while I was taking my test, and Cornell stood outside the door and waited for me. He's never got a hug, though. It was a great time.
So my favorite memory was when we were having a Nerf war, and the boys were all downstairs, and we all band together, and we all had cardboard shields that the girls didn't know about, and we rushed upstairs.
My favorite BCM memory is when JP told us the story of how he got hit by a car on his bike. So.
I convinced Joel Chong to do a talent with me for Coffee House. And so we decided to make fried rice, which I don't know how to make. And so basically I was in charge of the PowerPoint for it. And so Joel Chong's making this fried rice, and I'm doing the PowerPoint, but I forget one slide, and that slide was the rice slide. And so we're presenting, and I forgot the rice slide, and everyone thought it was very funny, because how are you supposed to make fried rice without rice? I think that was my favorite memory because I got to make a lot of friends from that, and people got to know me, and yeah.
Memories here in having Ignite and some events in here, and I really enjoy having them in here.
It was when the first time I played ping pong here with Corey, and I don't know, he set something off, you know, as he does. And I remember just hitting a ping pong and it hit straight on his forehead. Clean. It was nice.
My favorite memories of the BCM, many have happened in this office. As I've sat here and listened to students share their life with me, as they share questions about faith, as they share wonderings about relationships, about career, and being able to see how God has worked in their lives as they are seeking Him, as He uses their gifts, as they've served, as they have made major decisions. It's just been a joy and honor to be able to be here, to be able to have these conversations with students, to be able to have a place where we can meet in privacy and confidentiality, to be able to share some of the very, very significant life issues and ways that God has been able to shape and grow them.